Hello and welcome once again, my dear elegant ladies. In our previous video, we looked at those things that we do, we wear, we basically carry along with us that cheapens our elegance. But for today, or in this video, we are going to be looking at those things that we should do, or we could do, or we should have that always helps to elevate our elegance. Okay, if you carry this, or if you do this, or if you have this, trust me, it takes your elegance from 0 to a 10 on 10. So follow me as we look at some of these things. The first thing I would like to talk about is some, I don't know how to put it, maybe I could call it pocket perfumes. This pocket perfumes. As an elegant lady, or as a lady who is riding on a journey to elegance, it's very beautiful and very amazing to always have this with you. It comes in very handy, especially when you're going to a public place. You could make use of a public toilet, you could make use of a public bathroom. When you're done, okay, when you have this, you could just on you, and it makes you not carry that smell from the toilet maybe back to the dinner table, or back to the lunch table, or basically back to wherever or wherever you came from. So elegant ladies, remember, you could invest in this. As a matter of fact, you should invest in this. It always comes in handy. Trust me, you never know when you may need this. Always carry pocket perfumes or small perfumes along with you on your journey or wherever you go. These things are not really expensive. Well, you don't necessarily need to go for the super expensive things. Nobody's looking at design or anything. You could just get this, and trust me, it's always going to come in handy, and it's always going to help you when you need it. The next thing on our list I would like us to look at is shades. Yeah, shades. I have one here with me. As an elegant lady, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't have a shade, okay? Just imagine on a sunny day, if you're walking outside, looking something like this. How do I look? I know I definitely look elegant. Shades on a sunny day, most especially outside, it takes your elegance from this to this. Trust me, as an elegant lady, you should have 1 or 2 shades with you, or as a property that you have, because it definitely always elevate your elegance. Shades, they come in handy, they make you look cute, they make you look elegant. Basically, they make you look classy when you didn't even get them at an expensive price. The next thing an elegant lady should always carry along with her, or should have, is a purse or a wallet. And basically, this is what I'm talking about. I think this is very classy, this is very beautiful. Of course, you could always, it helps you keep your money together. Imagine if you have to move into a supermarket or a shop, and you just open up, you remove money and pay for something. It makes you look more expensive, it makes you look elegant, it makes you look classy than if you have to twist money in your palms and you're paying with very twisted money, or if you have to put money in your pocket or something. Elegant ladies, you should invest in this. You should have 1 or 2 of these, because trust me, it takes your elegance from a 0 to a 10. Have a purse or have a wallet with you wherever you go. It helps you keep your money together. It helps you keep your cards together. It could be your bank card, it could be your ID card, basically anything. But I feel that elegant ladies should always move around with purses. You could just beautifully put them into your bag. Of course, it makes you find your money very easily without no stress. The next thing on my list as an elegant lady that I think or I feel that you should always carry along with you is wipes. Wipes, tissue paper, or a handkerchief. Basically, something like this. It's very beautiful, it's very amazing when you walk into a place and if you feel hot, you could just take out one of these, or if you have wipes or a handkerchief, and do some little touch up on you. It's very sad and very dirty when I see people who use the clothes they wear, their dresses or the sleeves of the dresses, to clean up their faces or clean up sweat from them, or use their hands to clean their seats before they sit on. This looks very tactless. This isn't amazing, but if you have something like this, if you have a handkerchief, if you have wipes, you could just use this. They go a very long way to elevate your elegance and make you look beautiful all the time. Another very important thing I feel, or I know, and I think that an elegant lady must always have or should always have are earpods. Earpods. Well, you could have earphones if you do not have earpods, okay? Like I said, you don't need to go for the branded ones. You don't need to go for the most expensive ones. Stay within your limit. There's nobody you're fighting to impress. All what you're trying to do is basically live a life of elegance. You can live a life of elegance even without having so much money. But I think that earpods are very important. This is one of the most important things an elegant lady should always carry along with her. It's very rude, it's very demeaning, and it's a nasty attitude when you go to a public place and you are playing music at a very loud volume, or you're playing an audio, or you're playing a video at a very loud volume, and everybody has to get what you are playing. Okay, this is very inconveniencing because the music you might want to listen to may not be the music I might want to listen to. Just imagine if you go to a public place and I'm playing music A, the next person is playing music B, the next person is playing music C. Oh my God, that's very inconveniencing, and that's basically rowdy. And if you're one of those, trust me, it makes you look cheap and tactless. So basically, always carry about your earpods with you. If you have a video you want to watch, if you have some music you want to play, you could privately or calmly use your earpods. Again, if you don't have money to buy an earpod, you can always go for the earphones. There's nothing bad about that. But remember to always stay within your limits, and remember to always make the people around you comfortable without necessarily saying anything. Having an earpod and listening to your personal music, this is very elegant, this is very classy, and this makes you know that you do not only think or consider yourself, but then you think and consider the people around you. Okay, that said, the next thing on my list for today that I think an elegant lady should definitely invest in, that takes her elegance from 0 to a 10, is invest in your bags. Yeah. When I talk about investing in your bags, again, like I always say, you don't need to go for the most expensive bags. You don't need to go for the Gucci. You don't need to go for the branded. You could just get something cheap and affordable, but very beautiful. Okay, when you carry a handbag as a lady, trust me, it makes you look elegant instead of carrying about a plastic bag or a paper bag, or the nylon papers, right? There's nothing elegant about putting your phone in a plastic bag. It could fall, it could break, you could lose some money, you could basically there's nothing beautiful about moving with a plastic bag, putting your properties or very expensive or very beautiful things or things that should be packed together in a nylon bag and you're moving around with it. Invest in handbags. You could get a beautiful handbag at a cheap price, but that looks very amazing. This is not expensive. I got this very cheap. You could invest in your handbags. You know, you don't need to have so many, but then try to invest in a few, one or two handbags, and trust me, beautiful, amazing handbags takes your elegant from a 0 to a top 10. So my elegant ladies, if you do not have a beautiful handbag, at the end of this video, go to the market and endeavor to get yourself a beautiful handbag. And in that handbag, when you are able to pack your things together, you know that when you have a handbag, you're not going to lose money easily, you're not going to misplace something, your phone is safe, you could always just put in and you could always take out comfortably. Just imagine if you see me on the road walking with a handbag, beautifully dressed. Of course, it makes me look elegant. Than if you see me on the road working with a plastic bag or a nylon bag with my stuff inside. It doesn't make me look elegant. It makes me look cheap. It makes me look classless, and definitely it makes me look tactless. So, of course, elegant ladies always invest in a beautiful handbag. Having said that, the next thing as an elegant lady you should be able to invest in, or you should have, invest in your accessories. Elegant ladies, we need to have accessories. Again, like I always say, you don't need to have the most expensive, you don't need to have all the accessories in the market or at the shop, but just invest in a few. Okay, get yourself some beautiful bracelets. You could get a watch. It mustn't necessarily be these types. You could get any. Get yourself some earrings, get yourself a beautiful chain, get yourself some brochures. Just invest in, you know, a little accessories. This makes you look beautiful, this makes you look elegant, this brings out that package in you. So imagine if you do not have accessories and you're with someone who has accessories. Well, I think, or I feel that she with the accessories look more elegant than you. Well, I'm not talking about those very heavy, extravagant accessories again. You could always keep them at the bare minimum, but try as much as possible to invest in a few. Of course, if you're not the accessories type, if you're not the jewelry type, if you're not the chain, the bracelet type, well, that's fine. Like I said, this is not a judgmental video, but then if you could try as much as possible to have a few or wear a few, a watch, a chain, a bracelet, trust me, this makes you look very elegant. It makes you look beautiful. Well, you are beautiful, yes, but it elevates your beauty. The next thing I'd like us to talk about is well done and well packed hairs. Of course, my dear elegant ladies, there's nothing beautiful about undone, tacky, and dirty hair. Try as much as possible to invest in your hairs. When I mean invest in your hairs, I don't mean getting the most expensive wig, getting the most expensive attachment, not at all. You could do your hair, basically keep your hair clean, keep your hair tidy, you know, invest in a few wigs here and there. If you do not have money to invest in wigs, basically just do your hair, but let your hair look presentable and presentable. Of course, again, if you're team natural, the natural hair, there's nothing wrong about that, but keep it together, keep it packed. You could style it, you could brush it, you could comb it, you could oil it, you could dry it, you could do so many things with your natural hair that makes you look beautiful, that makes you look elegant, that makes you look classy, that makes you look wanting, instead of just, you know, leaving your hair so tacky, leaving so scattered, most especially leaving it very dirty. There's nothing elegant about carrying a dirty hair around on the streets, most especially if it's dirty and if you are even wearing a bonnet or a hairnet again. There's nothing elegant about that. So elegant ladies, my elegant ladies, remember to always keep your hair packed, keep it beautiful. You could comb it if you want it natural, you could brush it if you want to add some attachments, or if you want to use a wig. Remember to always keep it beautiful and amazing, of course, just like mine. The next thing I'd like us to look at as an elegant lady that you should do, or you should carry about with you, or basically should be a lifestyle for those who believe in makeup. Wear a beautiful makeup. I think I already mentioned this in my last video, but then if you have to wear makeup, wear what matches your skin tone, what matches you. Basically stay within the barest minimum. It's a little sad, or it's a little tacky when we try to take the makeup to another extra level. Of course, a fair person go with the fair skin makeup, a light person go with the light skin makeup. There's really nothing elegant about going out of what is basically not you, just because you want to apply makeup. You could keep it in a very, very minimum and look exactly beautiful, classy, and elegant. The last thing on today's list on how to elevate your elegance I would like to talk about is shoes. My dear elegant ladies, this is very important. Try as much as possible to invest or get yourself some amazing shoes. Like I always say, you don't need to go for the most expensive, you don't need to go for the branded, you don't need to go for basically what's out of your reach. You could go for what you can afford, you could go for the barest minimum, but then while keeping it clean, keeping it together, keeping it packaged, and it makes you be elegant. There's nothing amazing when you walk on the street with shoes that are bad, shoes that basically do not go with your outfit. There's nothing beautiful about that. You could invest in shoes, invest in slippers, invest in sandals, basically the less expensive ones, but the ones that go with you and that make you look elegant and beautiful. If your shoes are bad, try to fix them or try to get rid of them, but always try to be presentable when you go outside. Wear the shoes that match with your outfit, wear shoes that are beautiful, wear shoes that are not ripped or bad or anything. And trust me, this makes you look amazing, it makes you look beautiful, and always makes you look elegant. The very last, I would like to add this because I think that this is very important, that every elegant lady should carry about with her is money. Yeah, I said money. Every elegant lady must always carry about money. Okay, it doesn't you don't need to have $1,000, you don't need to have 5,000 friends, you don't need to have 10,000 friends, you don't need to have what you cannot afford, but basically always carry about money with you. It comes in very, very handy. If you're going to the supermarket, try as much as possible to carry a little extra. If you're going to the market, carry a little extra. If you're going for a sleepover, if you're going to visit a friend, if you're going on a dinner date, on a lunch date, anywhere, a girl's trip, anywhere, always try as much as possible to carry a little extra. This comes in handy. It's very bad and very sad when you go out and then you have to start calling people to send you some money because you ran short here and there because you tried to go out of your budget. It's very sad. Elegant ladies, we don't do that. Well, it's true that once in a while you might get stuck somewhere and you might call in for a little assistance. But when you are known as that person who always calls in, you called in yesterday for some money, you ran short. You called in last week for some money, you ran short. You called in a few hours ago, you called in last month. There is nothing elegant about that. try as much as possible to have your own money and stay within your budget. Okay, you don't need to be the world richest person to have money. It could be 1,000 francs, it could be 500, it could be 2,000, but always just have a little extra with you that always comes in handy. Well, basically, I call this vex money. Vex money. You know that money you don't want to use, but then you just say, well, let me carry this along, because it always comes in handy. Okay, my dear elegant ladies, I think that that's it for this video. We have come to an end of today's episode. I hope you learned a lot from me today. I hope you are loving this journey. Remember to stay tuned. Remember to always be elegant. Remember, with elegance, less is always more. Until I see you again in our next video, go get yourself some things that takes your elegance from 0 to a 10. Until we meet again.